Well, I finally got my first yellow slash eastern rat snake of the year. It's been over a year since I've seen one of these snakes. I found it crossing this bike path, which is exactly where I would have imagined I'd see one. And he bit me on my forehead. So I'm going to try to show you. See if this works. There we go. Right there. He hung on for a couple seconds too. But I'm fine. I'll be okay. That wasn't nice. Why'd you do that? I just found a little baby Florida brown snake. I wasn't even sure that's what it was because they don't really look quite like the adults. It looks like a ringneck snake, as you can see that little ring there. But of course, if you flip it over, that is definitely not a ringneck snake. That is exactly what the brown snake's belly looks like. They're pretty cool. I've never seen a baby. And on the road, I found this little snapping turtle. This is the first snapping turtle I've seen in 2 years. It's definitely the smallest one. I want to be really careful while holding it because these guys are very difficult to grab because they don't have much of a bottom shell. I'm going to give my dad the phone so he can actually show you what the shell looks like since I can't really turn my arm. Yeah, common snapping turtle. They get a lot bigger than that. I'm going to put them down for a second. I don't want to hold them with 2 hands because they can actually bite you from the top of their shell. So you got to hold them in a very specific way. This is the first time I've ever held a snapping turtle. I don't feel comfortable holding a larger one, but one like this I think is completely fine. I'm pretty sure this is a male because it has a pretty long tail. You can see right here. Hey buddy. We're gonna release this snapping turtle pretty soon. I want to show it off to some folks. And then we're gonna put it back that way where there's a big body of water. Perfect habitat for this little snapping turtle. So I was at work and a friend at work was having lunch outside and he found this little baby box turtle. So I work at an airport and obviously that's not a good place for this little guy. So I'm gonna take him home and find a nice place to release it. He's super cute, probably less than a year old. I think it's a male given how long the tail is. But October has been a good month for turtles so far. Hi dude, you're so cute. Yeah. Say hi to YouTube. Alrighty, I found a nice spot to take this little turtle to. I'm not going to keep it as a pet. Thanks for putting up with me for several hours, dude. You're awesome, super adorable, but this is where you belong. Far away from an airport. Go now, little one. Find some place to hide. Grow up, find mates. Don't let anything eat you. Don't let anybody take you. Bye, dude. I'm sorry, my dude. This is the eastern garter snake, one of my favorite species in Florida because where I live, they're usually a very vibrant blue. However, I caught this guy in a sandhill, and to camouflage, he doesn't have that bright blue coloration. This is the first one I've seen in several years. And he wants to bite me. I'm not going to give him the chance. He's puffing his body up right now, actually. These snakes are actually mildly venomous. They have fangs in the back of their mouth that they use to pop toads. The venom would probably cause some irritation and mild swelling in me if I got bit, but it would never be enough to kill me. So this is not something I need to worry about biting me. He's got a beautiful red tongue. I just caught this little male eastern fence lizard. I don't know if this is considered sexually mature because it's kind of small, but you can see the blue and black scales on its neck. They also get them on their belly. I'm not sure if he has that yet, but they develop that to impress females during their mating season. So the females have a completely dull colored belly and neck. I'm not gonna hurt you, buddy, I promise. I just want to see if you got blue. There's a little blue right there. Yeah, they usually get way more blue than that. So I guess you still have some growing to do, but beautiful lizard. Not easy to capture, but quite stunning. One of my personal favorite reptiles out here. I found a cottonmouth, but this might be the worst looking one I've ever seen. It's very, very, very thin. I mean, you can see a very defined ridge along the section of its back at the top. That's an indication that the snake is not eating enough. He needs to get some meals. He does not look healthy at all. I thought it was a water snake when I saw its tail because it was so thin. They're supposed to be a pretty beefy snake. You're not looking so hot, buddy. Eat some fish. Eat a pygmy if you have to. There's lots of rattlesnakes out here. I'd appreciate if you get off the trail too. You're kind of close to people. But please get some food. I mean, look at that. That's really bad. Well, look what I just found. I got a box turtle. I see you. Come here. Look at you. You look like a male because your shell is caving inward. Hi, bud. You're pretty cool looking. Nice and healthy. Good size. Kind of friendly. I'll put you back where I got you, bud. Easy on the way down. He'll be okay. Well, I've just seen my 6th pygmy rattlesnake of the day. This is the biggest one. And if you look closely, he's actually beginning to shed. The skin right above its head, or right on its neck rather, has come off. He's actually trying to shed. And he's pretty twitchy. He's flinging his rattle around, looking at me, extra defensive while he's like this. And now you can really see the shed. You can see the eye caps peeled off around the side of his neck. That's basically the first part of the snake that sheds. And as he gets rid of it, it'll come off like a sock. So he'll probably get the rest of that off within an hour or so. But I'm going to leave him right here. That's pretty cool to see though.